Alright, here we have Bingo Bash Semifinals first match, Incine versus Mewtwo. Currently I'm the only one commentating here. I have Ronnie with me, but he doesn't have a mic, so we'll see. I'll try to speak anyways for the listeners on YouTube, assuming the match goes to YouTube, which it should. What do we have for our board here? Spirit, Ash, Summon only in the middle. We have the starting classes. Let me see if I can actually make them visible here. It's going to be hard. They were to decide between Astrologer, Confessor, or Prisoner. So obviously Confessor is strongest one of those options. Okay, we have Tree Sentinel plus 0 on the board, which is fastest with Confessor. With the square off on Broadsword, it's probably
Thank you, Sarah.
Fastest.
Don't know how you were able to
hide,
but thank you for the clock.
I'm gonna server mute him because he's speaking in his stream. Alright, yeah, so you can start here with the Fanged Imp, as we see Incine doing. This is a viable way to do the Spear Dash plus only, or Spear Dash on a boss, kill a boss, Spear Dash only. You can do it on Bofa here. You need to be a bit more wary of blocking with your shield, trying to get off some parries whilst the imps are doing their stuff. If you don't start with the imp ashes, then sometimes you'll see people start with if you don't start with the imp ashes, then the best one is probably to get the Rot Dog from Celia Tunnel, or after Celia Tunnel in Celia Town. It's a good pickup. Okay, so we have actually Grafted Sign right above the Spear Dash, so we might see one of them start off with that and then kind of pick between this Tree Sentinel afterwards. And the Spear Dash in the center, of course. I didn't see if Mewtwo started with the Fanged Imp Ashes, so we'll see that, I guess, in a bit. What else do we have on this board? We have Tunnel or Precipice. It doesn't look like that has immediate synergy here. Alright, the match is starting. Let's see if one of them goes for the Grafted Scion here. Oh. Bit of lag. Oh no. Okay, so Mewtwo seems to be giving up this Grafted Scion only. Let's see here, Incine pull this off. This should be super quick. Oh, he misses. That's gonna put him back in time. He's losing a lot of time now. Did not go according to the script here. Yep, and there we see it. Okay, so he's just behind now, but it's not too bad. There's still two very fast squares on the board here. If Mewtwo started with the Fanged Imp, then he can lose both of these, but it's unlikely. Okay. So I kind of missed out on all the... Well, looking at this board, like, what is the idea? When do you want to move out of Limgrave here? How early? It doesn't seem like Mewtwo is going to go for a Tree Sentinel here. No, he doesn't seem interested. So he's going to go on ahead. Maybe he did grab the Fanged Imps, then he wants the center square. Obviously center square being the strongest square on the board. It has 5 bingo lines connected to it. Or sorry, 4 bingo lines, right? Yeah, 4 as opposed to 3 or 2. So center square is always the strongest. Gives you the most presence to work off of. Oh no. Oh, what the hell has happened? Alright, Ronnie, I won't be able to read your messages. They mess with the stream. Let's see here. Okay. Incine grabbing the cook. Yeah, so neither of them. I mean, it makes sense for Incine to not go for the tree sentinel if you think you're just gonna lose it because you're behind. Surprised he doesn't immediately go for the spear dash. I guess he's hedging his bets. Won't necessarily work out for him. Yeah, none of these players latching onto one of these super rush squares. Obviously, besides the grafted Scion. Okay. Mewtwo now, he has Torrent, he goes back, he noticed the square hasn't been marked, he's willing to contest it. Oh, never mind, he's actually... Okay, so he's heading straight for Kaled here, Celia chest skip, which is... What is there in Celia here that you would want to do? Tunnels? Katanas, but then you would want to grab the Grace here by Yura if you're doing that. That doesn't seem like what the idea is. Maybe I'm missing something more obvious here. Oh, he's probably doesn't know about the Fanged Imp strat, so he's going here for the center square, trying to grab the Rot Dog in Celia, which it used to be the preferred strategy to do this square. Obviously, we're gonna see Incine here attempt the newer version with the Fanged Imps. You need to be very very active in trying to get the aggro off of these, the Fanged Imps from Bofa here, but it's very doable, and they mini-stagger him a lot, so it should be fine. Okay. Not in a great spot. Can he get off the parry? Oh, he doesn't go for parries, that's fine. It should be fine. You can see that the bleed here really packs up. Really nice RNG there from his summons here. We see Mewtwo grabbing the Rot Dog here. Oh, a lot of damage has been done here. Nice parry. And there we go. That's Spear Dashes. Very, very nice. And now Mewtwo is in a perfect position here to just go for the Tree Sentinel. Worked out very well for him. We're gonna see Incine also go for this. A bit slower on the draw. Both of these, this is a great square for early game. Just even if you lose out, you might want to finish it, just because you do get the Golden Halberd, which is a really good weapon in vanilla here. Bit laggy on Mewtwo's part, it's to be expected. Is currently, I believe, streaming on Twitch as well, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Bit unfortunate. Incine somehow catching up. It looks like Mewtwo has had a bit of an issue on this fight here. Missed some attacks. Ooh, gets hit again. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Good stagger. Healing. Not necessarily. Very, very close snipe there. That hurts a bit for Incine, but not very much. You still get the weapon. So what else is there on this board now that the early game here is dealt with? I can actually take a look at it better. We have map fragments, which it looks like Incine is going to go next to. Okay, no, never mind. Map fragment is a nice square to progress whilst you're getting map progress, as it kind of just flows naturally with getting more map. We have here, let's see, okay, trees and putrid avatars and tree bosses. That's a very nice combination, very good synergy. We have kill a death right bird, which you can do very early in Liurnia if you're comfortable with that fight. 5 Liurnia bosses also works well with the tree boss death bird synergy, so there's some nice tying up of square stairs. There's Celestial Deuce, which promotes Academy and Carrier Manor. So both things in Liurnia. Obviously the Grafted Scion you can get back to using the imbued keys in Liurnia, which I believe in this format it does count as a Liurnia boss, so that's very neat. Thank you, Roni, for pointing that out. Their names are indeed mixed up. I've been seeing the wrong person. Oh no. There we go. Alright. So, sorry, Mewtwo did get the Spear Dash, and Incine got the Limgrave Tree Sentinel. Alright. Alright, imbued keys also here pushing for Academy. God Boss is kind of pushing in that general direction as well, with being abducted into Carrier Manor. You can kill Godskin Noble. We have Rose's Axe, which is somewhat of a synergy. If you go for the Rose's Axe, it's also an Erdtree up there, so that's nice to consider. There isn't too much Altus, I believe. Oh yeah, Seedbed Curse as well here, which is in Volcano Manor. So there's some actually really strong synergy here with Academy and just killing Liurnia bosses. There's Knight's Caps as well, which there are 2 of in Liurnia. So there's a lot of synergy to pick up from just killing bosses here. You could also do Renala with a Colossal Armament. If you're already in Academy, that would be another square. So this is really going to be about who can sort of claim the Liurnia squares here. Very difficult to see immediately, I would say, though. It's something that you kind of, it starts to form more as the more you look on the board, but it's not very clear. There isn't something that I would say is a super strong play here compared to some boards. Shit. Alright. Mewtwo is heading up for the Academy key here. A really strong play in Academy, as I was talking about. We see Incine grabbing the strength, not tier. He's setting up, I believe, for Deathrite Bird, maybe. Maybe Katanas. You can get the Uchi Katana here in a Catacomb. And you're also progressing towards Kaled in this general direction. So, Kaled, what do you have in Kaled? You have duo trio bosses. There's a lot of duo trio bosses in Kaled. There's definitely some tree bosses. Or there's really only one tree boss, which is the Earth Tree Watchdog duo. Or, yeah, the Watchdog duo. But there's not too much else. There's a Deathrite Bird, but that's not exclusive. You can also kill the one in Liurnia, which is a easier terrain at the very least. You have some map fragments. It doesn't seem like you have too much. You have a Knight's Cav. It's mostly just Katanas, duo bosses. There's a Putrid Avatar. Yeah, it seems like the board really is mostly just Liurnia here. Which is boding well for Mewtwo and not as well for Incine. For the typing, what is the plan here? Okay, we say Incine progressing and going towards EG as well here. They're kind of both trading progress here. Oh, I see. I was speaking about the wrong person. Thank you. Sorry, that was unrelated to that. What? Okay, Somber 1, nice. I feel like I'm missing something with the third church play. Maybe it's just a play for the Deathrite Bird. Would make sense. Yeah, okay, they're not grabbing the Sacred Blade. Okay, looks like Incine is porting back to do that right now. Grabbing some strength here. Okay, so they're mainly just setting up to use the Golden Halberd here. You need 30 strength, but because of the two-handed bonus, you only need 20. And then you need some like 12 faith, I believe. So just getting that all set up makes a lot more sense now. We see here Incine grabbing the Catch Flame spell. For the trees, I believe, which is very nice. That will make the fight go very fast, and you don't need to upgrade a weapon to do so. Okay, it looks like Incine is actually gonna go for the Deathrite Bird in Caelid. Now this is, I would say, a lot scarier than Deathbird in Liurnia, but I think scaling wise they're about the same, but the terrain is very, very much in the way and annoying to deal with in Caelid. Regardless, at this figure you will definitely get one shot, but if you can pull it off, then that's a very major play. Now Incine, of course, he's played in the vanilla event that was just before this, which was not aimed at newer players. He was new then, but he was just he was a newer player, so he didn't get to show off as much, and now his experience is really showing. So, and in that square set, acquiring Deathspoker was a square, which was kind of wrecking the entire format because of how strong Deathspoker was. So this is definitely him sort of taking that info, taking that play from way back then and trying to utilize this. And if this works out and he can get Deathspoker online, then that would be very strong. So far so good. Very scary. Some very nice dodges though. The quality is kind of losing the quality a bit of the stream, but so far so good. A bit of a rocky fight. Oh. Okay. It's really hard to tell. Audio is coming in at completely different times. Oh, he's half health. Oh boy. Oh brother. Okay. Well, there's a very nice health bar so far. This fight seems to be going very well. Oh boy. And he's dead. Okay. Yeah, his stream does not seem to like that fight. We see our Mewtwo in Loretta, looking at, I believe, some Celestial Dews. The Celestial Dew square, pushing that diagonal, which is really hard to deal with if he then gets Rose's axe, can be very detrimental. all of a sudden Incine would have to block with Radon or even Ancestor Spirit, so it would not be great. Nice dodges here. We see this Golden Halberd putting in a lot of work. Oh, Incine dies again on the Deathrite Bird. I think at this point you kind of just want to abandon this play. It's not that much of value to keep pushing your head against the wall here. But he's gonna go for it again. I think we might see him get stuck here. I don't know how many more attempts he will give it. But hopefully he can get it on this attempt and we won't have to worry about that. Oh boy, the stream really is not liking this at all. Alright. So far, a fairly clean fight. Oh boy, he's facing in the wrong direction. He's gonna get hit by the lasers here. Okay, he managed to dodge them. Very nice. Very nice dodge there. Managed to stagger. That could be it. Oh, there we go. That should be it. And that is a Deathrite Bird. And he now has Despoker, which I would say is the strongest weapon in the format by far. So that could be really, really good. You do need some stats for that though, so it's not a complete given. We see here the Celestial Dew getting marked. And let's see if Mewtwo here pivots to that Rose's Axe, which could be really detrimental for Incine, if that is the case. Yep, it looks like that's the idea. He bought a Stone Sword key, and he is now going from Carrier Manor. It looks like he's gonna go for that Rose's Axe. Very, very strong play, of course. Not only threatening a line, he already has the majority of lines on the bingo board blocked with this. Hello? Hello?
Oh.
How is it going? We're watching the semis here.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm here for, baby.
It's the first match. I've been chatting to myself for the YouTube people.
Hello, YouTube people. Hey, did you see the I don't know if you can change the Twitch link, but the Bingo Club YouTube link doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll sort that out. I can sort that out probably during the break between the second match. Because they're playing a best of 3, so this is it's gonna be a long day.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, knocked my mic out. All right. Incine going up to Village of Albunerics for the Omen Killer.
So where are you streaming this? Sorry.
I'm just recording. I'm not. I'm not like
Oh,
broadcasting. It's just for the YouTube because we look a bit too many scheduling issues, and so I just said we weren't gonna have the semis on broadcast, and then we'd had the finals on broadcast, and then even more scheduling issues, and with the 2v2 event that we're gonna have the weekend, so we just decided to have everything recorded instead, which is a bit unfortunate. Feel a bit bad, but
gotcha.
I think it's just how it's gonna have to work out. If you wanna join the, yeah, okay, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Oh boy. Alright, so we see Mewtwo here getting this Grace, which will be really nice after he grabs this Rose's Axe. He can already start threatening those Earth Tree avatars and Putrid avatars. Very nice synergy there. And there we see the Omen Killer square marked. Who joined? Hello, Aggro.
I am Aggro. Ah.
How's it going?
Alright.
Oh boy. Yeah, so this diagonal is really starting to form here. We'll see how Incine will react to this. You really need to start going. It's the semi-finals, right? I assume that's why you joined in.
Yeah.
I'm talking for the YouTubers, for the video afterward, because it's being recorded.
Edgar doesn't care about the game. He's just here for me.
I see. You guys are just gonna start rambling about something completely irrelevant.
I mean, if Edgar and I are talking about it, it's no longer irrelevant. It's the most important thing ever.
I see. That's the yeah. Just redefine the word.
I was just
Exactly,
gonna ask what I missed.
You missed some like one snipe in the early game, and some running through. Are you in the board already?
Yeah, I'm in the board.
Yeah, I don't know what too much to say. I mean, the board is so heavy, like Lernia is what I was talking about. So it's really, I was gonna say the match is really gonna be about all about Lernia, but already we see Mewtwo here pushing for that diagonal, which kind of makes.
I really like Mewtwo's play here. Because this blocks the column 5 too, so it's like you're not setting up Altus, but it also there's not a ton of Altus on this board anyways, so you don't lose too much by not going Altus, and you shut down while building your line. So this is really nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good read.
I was expecting Mewtwo to go for avatars, honestly, with 3 bosses on the board. But I think this makes sense as well. You're a bit more likely to get sniped here since you're, but it's underground, so it's very unlikely that Incine would try to block like this. I think this is more of a meta read than anything, and I think it's gonna be very nice, but it's gonna consume a lot of time.
Yes.
So that
I'm
is,
gonna say.
and there isn't really much else to do here, right? So that's a bit unfortunate. I think personally I would prefer seeing Mewtwo working on other squares. We're seeing some Celia skip struggles here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Taking the long way around. Yeah. Understandable.
I think Incine seems a bit shaken up.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. His stream quality is really so much worse today than it was yesterday.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
I don't know if I can like actively set it to higher. Oh boy. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. I think we're back.
Oh, interesting. Mewtwo set up the Ancestor Spirit, but is currently pivoting out to make, I'm guessing, more of a map play. I'm assuming this isn't a full-on send of like Grail or anything.
Grail is not even. Oh well, it's on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the flying dragon, not Grail.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things that you can tell it's what's his name? George R. R. Martin is Grail and Grail. It's like, nice man. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And all the people, all the like female characters have a name starting with M. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. You know what I find very, very interesting as a potential play
No? Care to entail?
is that at some point in this game, I would be very, very interested to see players go Volcano Manor.
Yeah, Volcano Manor is kind of cool here.
Academy is like a really nice play because you get 5 Liurnia bosses, and then it sets you up for a potential Volcano Manor play where you could get Seedbed Curse and God bosses.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about this
Right.
earlier when I was by myself, but like Liurnia was so strong because of that Volcano Manor play as well, tied into everything.
Yeah.
And
We're in this
also,
interesting situation where all the important squares on the board are pulled away from that play, though. So
yeah,
obviously, our players are going to focus on like the diagonal in the column 5, and even potentially shutting down that row 1 before it starts.
yeah,
However, like in a weird way, the Erdtree Putrid Avatars also synergizes with Liurnia bosses. Like you
yeah.
could still make that. Obviously, it doesn't work with the diagonal, but like, who cares?
Honestly, though, like Mewtwo could just go for the other diagonal here with, because he grabbed Roses, so he has the Grace with the other Erdtree up in Liurnia, and then he kills the other one. That's 2. Grabs 1 in Kaled, and then grabs like map fragments, and then he's pushing for another diagonal. I don't know if you would grab like Night Scab or Tunnels first. We're seeing Mewtwo go for Dectus here, which seems not too strong.
I think Mewtwo is in a position where they are trying to aggressively position themselves in a way that once they mark Ancestor Spirit, they'll be able to immediately contest Radon's Great Rune.
Well, they're going back, so I think they're okay.
Yeah, but like now Mewtwo has the first half of Dectus, has a Grace near Radon's Great Rune, can aggressively position themselves for marking that diagonal in full, but also has spent enough time dark to kind of scare Incine into a play, into a block.
Yeah, I think Incine he was heading to Dectus anyways. I think this is gonna... He's grabbing his second one high here, so
Yeah.
I think just there isn't too much value in Altus, really. So I'm surprised to see that maybe he wants to just leave the option open for the bingo line anyways. But I like I said, I really enjoyed the Volcano Manor, because then you could also get Altus from the duo trio synergy as well. With the Virgin Abductors, of course.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy how much weird synergy exists within Volcano Manor, right? Like there's the god bosses, there's the duo trio, you have the seedbed curse, and because your entry is via Liurnia, you can find yourself in a position where you're very, very close to closing out on Liurnia bosses, and the Grafted Scion is just a random square you could pick up along the way, right?
Yeah. I really don't...
Like if you start Grafted Scion, get your 5th Liurnia boss at Red Wolf, and then just like immediately drop down into Volcano Manor, like you could find yourself with a massive lead on duo trios and god bosses that your opponent just isn't expecting.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The thing, it's like
And then you could greed the synergy.
I've been really happy about the square set, because it's just like the level of synergy is actually insane, which I think maybe more experienced players might not appreciate as much, because it makes boards more snowbally. But I think for newer players, it kind of adds extra level of depth and board reading to the whole format, which is really nice for people to spot like synergies and change up routings and stuff, which is really what makes bingo so fun, in my opinion. So I've been really happy about that.
This is also such a crazy board where like, what are the duo trio bosses you go for? And looking at this board, I legitimately think that Putrid Crystallian Trio is potentially one of those. And then the Crystallian Duo is potentially one of those. And then your last one is probably Virgins. And those are 3 bosses I never put on my list of 3 duo trio bosses.
Oh yeah, Crystallian boss is right next to the duo trio bosses. I didn't even see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if...
Which is why that Grail play is like so important for map, is like there's the Crystallian trio there, obviously. There's the Putrid avatar there. It sets up for duo trios, and it's a good grace for Radon's Great Rune. Like, it's a very, very important map play to make at some point just to stop that row 1 from happening.
Yeah, for sure. Mewtwo grabbing the map, by the way. Forgotten synergy of going Siofra. If we see Incine here moving into Radon, and Mewtwo moving into the Ancestor Spirit, I believe Incine will have... He will see Ancestor Spirit and think, okay, I probably have time to wait on the restore a bit. But at the same time, he needs to mark that or get bingoed, right? But I think if I know Incine, he will try to use his information of his opponent a bit better.
If it was me, I probably wouldn't even stall that much on marking the square, but I would be incentivized to grab the Somber 8 and 9 that are there. Because if I'm planning on making a Volcano Manor play with the Seedbed Curse, like the Seedbed Curse is right next to a Somber 7. And a Somber 9 Death's Poker, oh boy, game is going to be over in terms of your damage output.
Yeah, Incine really...
Radon Runes ++9, like...
Incine pulled out the vanilla event strategy. He went for the Spoker Deathbird, Deathrite Bird,
Yeah.
which is very nice to see. Oh boy. Anything more than 4 particles on the screen and the whole stream lags out.
Yeah.
Bit unfortunate. Yeah, the Disc Poker is just so good.
Bro really wants his summons in the fight.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, just gotta get in there.
Mewtwo seems to just be progressing this map fragment square here. As well, I believe he has 4.
I do like this idea of kind of like setting up the most important part of the Radon's Great Rune first, which is getting the map to stop the row 1 from being a threat. But then not full sending it because you know it's very, very likely that that's what your opponent is doing right now.
If I'm...
The one thing I don't like is I feel like this would be the opportune time to start making progress on your block for row 1. Especially if you're like doing map fragments right now. You're ahead on map fragments potentially here.
I really would
go
like to
start
see
on the avatars, and then you get yourself another really, really nice threat.
I was gonna say, I would really like to see the avatars here. Because he already has, in the tree bosses, right, he can also create a threat on the row 5, right? So...
There's also an interesting play that you can make where there are 2 Chrysalian bosses in tunnels. You could potentially even combine that on as a block and a diagonal threat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really, really good plays you could be making that block and create threats.
Yeah.
And map fragments doesn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of pushes on a threat, but it's like it presenting a threat before it becomes like actually dangerous, right?
Yeah.
You're telegraphing your place, your opponent, which isn't great, and it also gives a lot of information. So I definitely think there...
Is Memory of Grace on this board? What do you do? Oh, he's stuck.
Is there a rule about this or anything?
What the hell happened? What's happened?
Are you actually just full on stuck?
I can't use Memory of Grace. I can't.
Did you quit out?
Warp. I did quit out.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah, don't miss. Oh no. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna tell you to pause the mesh, I guess. That's okay. Hey Mewtwo, can you could you pause real quick? I'm gonna pause the thing as well. So, all right, let's. I can server unmute you as well. Sorry, I muted you server wise as well, just because you were talking to stream. Incine has gotten stuck. He's like soft locked himself, which is insane.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's okay. I think
I am completely physically stuck.
Wait, how?
I don't want to say,
Yeah,
but
if you're
I'm
able to do
in
it
some
without any
collision.
spoilers.
I am in collision, and I can't Memory of Grace, and I can't warp, and I can't die.
Can you Alt F4 and restart?
I've quit out the game, and it still put me here.
That's insane.
yeah, this is not a situation I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
say there is literally nothing that can be done here, right? Wait,
just-
You
stop.
open ER
Can we
you-
wait real quick? Real
Wait.
quick. There is a solution that could potentially be done.
Okay, I'll. Do you want me to
Yes.
deafen
Try
Mewtwo?
that.
Okay, I'll
No.
deafen Mewtwo for a
Oh
second.
my god. That is
What's the solution?
Sorry?
no. The
Oh,
lack of
you muted
FP
me.
means that it can't be done.
Never mind. You muted me
You
to
don't
help
have a
Incine.
Starlight Shard or
Gotcha.
anything in your inventory either, do you?
Well, chat. Definitely something's going on.
Like on an off chance you
I
had
don't
a
know.
Starlight Shard or something to increase your FP
This is
for the Astral Wars. Dude,
This
that's
is stupid.
actually
This is stupid.
Did Incine get unstuck?
Do I need to like
No.
download a debug mod?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe just open like ER tool and change your position slightly. That should be that should
I
be
don't
Yeah.
have ER tool.
download it.
I need to download it.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, quick intermission.
Quick halftime show.
Okay.
that is insane. I have
I'd
never
like to
seen that.
Actually,
Say
it's
this
so
was not
funny.
intentional.
I really
was
want to
feeling
know.
so
So
good
tell me
after-
after the match what happened, because I
There
really
will be a
wanna know.
VOD.
Yeah,
But the Nexus mods, is it a Nexus mod?
I think it's GitHub. I don't have a link. I think just search up ER practice tool.
What are these?
Wow.
They come with a bunch of millennia practice save files. That's not what I was after.
We're looking like things are gonna be good.
Right?
So I'll just deafen you guys again,
Huzzah!
and then when you see the timer start, you can load in. Sound good?
Okay. Yep.
Hold on,
I'll
we can try
press
it's not
continue when
connected.
the timer starts.
Let's hope you don't fall through the map again.
Hmm.
If you we probably should have not popped it straight away. All right, whatever. All right, I'm gonna deafen you guys. Good luck.
Yep. Good luck.
All right. Sorry. Have fun.
You can mute me too.
All right. Yeah, probably should. Okay, is everything looking good on our? I think so. I'll just start. All right. Well, that was a doozy. I've completely forgotten where we were. Okay, I think well, at this point it's hard to remember the timing of everything, so it makes sense that Incine would just go straight to restore. Okay, we do see Mewtwo here starting the Earth Tree like we were talking about. Very strong play. I think it could really work out here. This means I'm gonna have to go in and edit the VOD. This is so bad. Are you still lurking, Shadow? Madre?
What, sorry? Wawa?
Are you still lurking, or?
Sure am.
Okay, I see. Were you participating in Agro's 2v2 event, or were you?
I was not.
Okay.
I am but a humble watcher from the shadows for bingo, unfortunately.
I would classify myself as a lurker as well, more than other. Except I don't lurk as much anymore.
Or maybe you're just that much better at lurking and nobody can see.
I have found a way to not be in the VCs, but still lurk.
Exactly. You just, well, if I could get this damn bingo map to work on the bingo board, just watch the arrows fighting each other. That's all you need.
It's really fun. Sometimes people like lurk in really funny ways where you'll play a match and then you'll just see someone in like the VC chat just say, okay, well, there we go, there's the mark. Would you just see someone in the bingo like chat go, oh, GG's by the way, and it's like, what? And they've like joined the board, they haven't joined the VC. It's so funny. Alright, we got 4 for 4. Wendy's. Mewtwo's going for his third tree boss here and his second Earth tree. He also has the Earth tree in Weeping that he set up. I assume he didn't kill it yet. Although, would make sense if he does. Either way, there should be 2 squares getting marked pretty soon here from Mewtwo. Incine is going to... I believe he's grabbing a map fragment here. Okay, and he's gonna part up. Altus has 2 map fragments that you can get pretty quickly, right next to one up here with the Junction Grace, and then the other one is by the Tree Sentinel duo, which would be a nice boss to kill because it's a duo boss and a tree boss. Obviously, Mewtwo's already working on that, so so that wouldn't work out for him, but still, the idea is there. And there we go. So you did kill the one in Weeping then. That should... Yeah, okay, there we go. I was gonna say that it would be really unfortunate to be locked out of that. I think... So Incine has to deal with 2 more threats now, being this row 5 and this column 4. He's already progressing on the map fragments for the column 4, so it makes sense to keep pushing for this. Mewtwo here is going to go for Catacomb. What is there to be gotten in here? Oh, just Liurnia bosses, I guess. Makes sense. I probably would want to see some more synergy out of that. He still hasn't gone into Academy, and there's also Night Scabs that you can kill in Liurnia, so I'd much rather see that than this Black Knife. Especially when he's not pushing on any of the bingo threats that he's formed. Yeah, okay, he's gonna pivot out. I think that's a good idea. I think he also forgot this map fragment then, so it would make sense. Oh no, okay, so yeah, he just wants to finish out the Altus bosses here. Oh, sorry, the Liurnia bosses. This is certainly the quickest one if you have the grace. Very nice. Oh boy. Holy, could have been really bad. Oh no. That's a curse. I don't have a curse counter though, so it doesn't count, but that's bad. That's really unfortunate. Yikes. Okay, we're going back in. It's not a hard fight. Very, very annoying time loss though. Okay, Incine going up here to Belfries. Obviously imbued sword keys, but also the graph design here, very nice. We saw the map fragment mark. Very, very nice to see. Already dealing with some of these threats. I would still say Mewtwo has a much better position on the board. But there is definitely counterplay to be done, especially if Mewtwo does not capitalize on some of the larger and more synergistic plays here. Okay, I'm surprised to see Incine not going for the Grafted Scion after going up the Belfries. Mewtwo here is right next here, grabbing the Imbued Sword Key. Hopefully he will go for the Grafted Scion. I think the way we rule it is that, or the way it's written in like our old rule set, is that Grafted Scion counts as a Liurnia boss, but I think I've forgotten to written it in this rule stock, so I'll just I will just rule it however the player plays, because a player shouldn't be punished if I've forgotten to state something in the rule set, so that should be fine. It's not really contested, so I don't think it's a major problem anyways, but this is the Liurnia boss, I think, according to our rule set. Yep, alright. So, I don't think I had to intervene anyways. Well, is a bad spot right now. He is going to go for dual bosses, it seems. That's very necessary. And Mewtwo is looking like he's going to go for tunnels, maybe? Or, oh. Maybe there's another skip down here. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, okay, he's going for tunnels. There is a nice skip you can do then. There's a bit faster, but not too important of a skip. Oh boy. And then fighting these Tree Sentinel. Fight is a bit rocky, but it's going all right. All right, nice. We see Mewtwo here entering his first tunnel. He has Weeping set up, so he can grab the second tunnel really quickly as well. It's a very nice square to just grab. I think I would rather see something like Knight's Cap probably, which is pushing on, or like getting into Academy. I don't think I saw Mewtwo going in there. No, he hasn't. So yeah, just because it's more synergy and threatens some lines that he has. It's not incorrect play though, but I don't think he needs to do it right now. The tunnel play, yeah, he seems to also recognize that. Pivots out. And then I think he disconnected from the board for a second. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Katanas is still on the board. That's a pretty nice grab, but it doesn't. Yeah, okay. I think I see the vision now. He's gonna do the Gale Tunnel for a Katana and to finish off the tunnel square. I like that play a lot more. And then just going for the Weeping Tunnel. He also sets up Graces near here to some of the duo fights if he decides to go for them. Looks like he is going to grab. Okay, he just has a weird way of going to the tunnel. It's fine. I see Incine here going into a cave. What cave could it be going into? Oh, it's the perfume. No, Academy Crystal. Oh, I see. He's doing Crystallians. Right, there's a Crystallian duo right here underneath the Academy. Very good pickup from Incine, getting some value out of his block. I was gonna say, I'm impressed he knows the way through this cave in darkness as he gets lost. Yeah, he is definitely lost. Oh boy. Okay, Mewtwo entering the Magma Worm fight here. Okay, I feel like Incine is just backtracking now. Alright, we're in the fight now, and Mewtwo's almost done with his fight. Seeing tunnels get marked will be scary for Incine, knowing about the Crystallian stuff. So he will definitely be a bit more worried than you might otherwise think if you see your opponent marking a square. But at least Incine is already working on his block, so I think we will see Incine going for the demi-human chief duo in Limgrave instead of maybe going for the Altus Chrysalian duo. Okay, actually he's going into Celia, so maybe he's doing a Nox duo. That's also a very fast duo. They're a bit more of an annoyance to deal with though. We see Mewtwo here grabbing his second katana here. And he's probably gonna go grab Meteoric Orblade, I believe, for his last. Although he might be going for Uchi Katana. Oh, instant dies in Celia, that's not very good. He's already behind, almost he's 4 squares behind. It's looking very grim. There is some slight chance of counterplay for Incine here, but it's looking like it's gonna be really tough, at least, to pull through anything meaningful. Just being behind by 4 squares is a bit much. Nice Nox fight so far. Oh, never mind, I shouldn't speak. We're not healing.
You really do need to get a curse counter going.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's 3 duo trio bosses. He does not need the stave. What is the plan now? Imbued sword key. Yup. Gonna grab the imbued sword key here in Celia. Mewtwo is grabbing Uchi Katana here in a second. Gonna be marking the Katana square. I'm grabbing the imbued key here. What is Mewtwo going to do? We're going for a Knight's Cab, that makes sense. Can be done really quickly with the graces that he has available. Incine going into Red Wolf also makes sense. He has imbued sword key, and he might be looking at doing Rolana Colossal Armament only, but I think mainly that imbued sword key is what he's looking at, seeing that Mewtwo has marked Crafted Scion and Lyria bosses. Alright, very nice fight. I mean, it's interesting. It's not. It's gonna be hard for Incine to pull out a majority here. Obviously, all the bingos are blocked, so he's gonna need to if he wants to win. But it's not really clear cut what exactly Mewtwo would have advantage on. Right now, it looks only really like Leonine Misbegotten by a slim margin. Everything else, I would say, Incine has a lot more advantage on. So if Incine makes a couple of predictions and is able to snipe Mewtwo here, I would definitely not say the match is over yet. But he cannot afford to be playing around Mewtwo. He really needs to be actively sniping him and getting the squares that Mewtwo are going for, using his advantage and priority on some squares correctly here. So let's see what they decide to do here. Incine looks like he's gonna start Night Scavs. That will not be good. Never mind, he's gonna go for Grail without status effects, which means he is going to fight these small dragons. You can use the status effects on the small dragons, you just can't use it on the big dragon.
I was gonna ask, why is that like specified? Is it ever beneficial, or is it ever better to just fight the big dragon with status effects and kill the little guys?
Yeah, so you can get like bleed on like a dagger or something, and then just stand next to him and hit him continuously until he dies.
Sure, but isn't it just so much faster to kill the little guys?
Not if you're level 1. And you get one shot.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, just don't get hit, right? Isn't that the whole
Yeah,
point
of
about it?
course, but also, yeah, it's mainly, it's just we don't want people to cheese him. I mean, it's been here since Ringo Brawler Season 1, I believe, so.
Yeah. I had just I mean, I never really did the squares, but when I had first seen that, I thought that I couldn't use the status effects on those little guys as well. But yeah, I mean, it is very clear what the rules are. It just didn't clear into me that obviously you're gonna want to rush it at level 1.
Alright, we see Night Scav getting marked here. That's a good pivot for Incine. And Mewtwo is going to go straight to Misbegotten Leonine, which normally people might say that's a bad move because he has priorities, so he doesn't need to quit out on it already, or he doesn't need to finish it out already, but just being on 12 squares means that all of a sudden Incine has to guess every single square correctly, which means he's gonna be almost unable to double prep whilst still needing to double prep some squares. It's gonna be really problematic for Incine to actually deal with that.
Well, we're gonna have to redo the whole game anyway because that whole game blip, it all changed from the redo.
Yeah, of course. Well, we're gonna have another game
Is it-
anyways.
Yeah. Does he have like? Is this game as like closer than it looks, or
It's
I never fully.
it's definitely like Mewtwo as a major lead. So the
Yeah.
it's never over till it's over, but it's looking pretty over, I would say.
Yeah, I just never look at the base game boards properly because to me sometimes it looks like there's a blowout, but there's just so much more sort of not sneaky synergy, but just the fact that you need like 100 of everything. You might have way more progress on 6 squares and than the other guy has on 2, even though it looks like it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely a very different than a DLC board in terms of like when a square sort of what would you say, difference in squares kind of is too large. I don't think there is really a major metric for that in base game. It really depends on the squares on the board and the progress.
Yeah.
But being like 4 or 5 squares behind is definitely just almost impossible to get back from. So,
like, is there any synergy on the board that he could be playing to, really?
yeah, so there's the god bosses with the Seedbit Curse, and that's really the only synergy that's left here, I would say.
Which god boss gives you a seedbed curse?
No, there's a Seedbit Curse after Godskin Noble in Volcano Manor.
Godskin Noble. Oh, where? Oh, across the, no, not across the bridge. Where is it?
The Seedbit Curse is it's like where the Somber 7 is. It's like under
Where it's the
sort of
like the Virgin Lady there?
Yeah, it's a Virgin Abductor.
Or yeah,
I don't know if you. There was like a time period in the very beginning of Elden Ring where people would speedrun Elden Ring, and there was like a skip you could do up a bridge in Volcano Manor to get a Somber 7.
I've
that was
seen
patched
a
out.
couple skips. Yeah, you have to go through the whole, like, you have to have the stone sword keys to get to there, right? Like, you have to go around through after.
Because the skip, I mean, the skip was like patched in like one of the like earliest patches of the format of the game. So so right now you have to use 2 stone sword keys, and you have to like take some parkour down.
Yeah, I died to that parkour a lot of times. There's some dude who shoots a fireball at you or something, right? I know he's sniped me out of the air.
There's some
sorcerer.
some sorcerers, not fireballs though, but
mage, yeah. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, whatever it is. All I know is I was dead, and those like weird goobers at the bottom of it were crawling all over me.
Well, we are going for Crystallian Trio, like Aggro said, although I feel like it would make more sense to go for the Altus ones. I guess this one is just faster to get to.
And this does count as only one Crystallian boss, right? Like, even though there's...
This is one boss, even though it's 3 health bars.
Yeah, same as like Tree Sentinel Duo in the base game, where it's not complete until you got all 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe in the DLC it's different because you get it's based on the enemy fell text, so...
Enemy fell, yeah.
So that's why it's different in base game for the Tree Sentinel Duo. Compared to DLC, it's Tree Sentinel Duo, right? Because then you get the enemy fell text right after you kill the first one.
Yeah, you also get, I think you also get the Blessing of America after each kill too, so it checks out, yeah. It makes sense, I was just trying to compare it, yeah. The kill boss, Colossal,
That's 2, very nice. And I think we see Incine here going for BBK for the 2 gargoyle weapons here. You have technically 3 options to do that square. One of them is to kill, there's a gargoyle outside capital outskirts and one in capital that each drop 1. Or BBK drops 2 and Valiant Gargoyles also drops 2. So you're probably never going to see Valiant Gargoyles, but...
If you're Mewtwo here, do you just go kill 4 god bosses, since you know that Ensign has to do that whole row 3 otherwise, because he's got to block the... Oh, I guess he only has to get 1 square to block the...
Yeah, so this is a really nice play from Mewtwo here. He's finding another synergy that I forgot to mention. It's just going like the Remembrance Colossal Armaments only on Godric. He's a god boss. And he's a Colossal Armament, so it really doesn't hurt him to do this. Especially when Gargoyle Square is like so easily... It's like one of those squares where you can't prep it. So
gotcha.
Even in the worst instance, he can still fall back on that square. And So I think this is a very nice play. And partly that's
What
why.
colossal armament does he have?
I don't think he has one. I think he needs to go grab one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he had one. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's not. The weapons aren't randomized in this, are they?
No, this is vanilla.
Yeah.
So I think you just grab Gut Sword. Very nice BBK. Oh, come on, man. Actually, so bad at cursing these players.
First counter?
Yo. I really don't like fighting them up here. Oh boy.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Alright, it looks like he doesn't even care about the colossal armament only square, he just is going for the god bosses. Oh, never mind. He had one. Oh right, he killed Leonine, so he has the grafted Great Blade, or what it's called. I forgot about that synergy. It's very nice. That is not a lot of damage though. Ah, he can't wield it, I see. People are chatting. Oh, you sent me. Curse counter. I should add one. I might add one during the break.
Yeah, I wanted to make that a 7 TV emote or whatever, but I need to frame it better. It doesn't work well. But it actually is a GIF that counts up. It's just so slow. Just messing around with it.
I don't want to say anything now. I feel like I'm just gonna curse them. I'm too noxious. I should just take the stance that Jack takes. There is no curse counter.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of thing a guy who's cursing somebody would say.
Curses don't exist. Alright, well there we go. That's the end of the match. Very, very well played by Mewtwo. And Incine, I should say. But still very well played. Alright. There we go. Let me undeafen these guys. Yo, GG's. GG's.
GG.
I don't know if you guys want to chat about this game and take a break, or if you want to just take a break and go straight into the next one.
I don't mind. I can talk about the game if Inside wants to.
Yeah.
But all of your precious strategies will get leaked out.
Maybe.
The whole get stuck floating in one place was a brilliant move, I thought.
Mm-hmm. So after the mark, I assume he got stuck somewhere on the platforming towards the Great Rune, huh?
No.
No?
Oh wait, I was still muted. I
Oh.
was still muted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I really thought floating in the air would win me the game, but it didn't. I got after the Radahn meteor cutscene. The cutscene ended, and I was just in the floor.
Oh. Oh. I've never had that. I've had it where if I take the teleporter to the fight, that it sometimes doesn't load in, but
Yeah, I've had that happen on
not
PS4.
that.
No, I've
That's
definitely
weird.
never seen that. It looks like if you've ever used like Elden the ER tool without gravity and you jump or something like that and you kind of just get stuck floating in the air. Except he was like halfway through, not halfway, but his ankles were on the ground.
Yeah, I had it once when I was eating, got stuck like that. But when that happened, it just killed me eventually.
Hmm.
But not this time.
You sniped me, by the way, on 3 Sentinel plus 0.
Makes sense. I was next to him when you marked Spirit Ashes, so I could do it faster.
I was 1 hit away. Like, I was
Oh,
I
wow.
was
That was
almost done with the
actually
fight.
insane. Yeah, it was a really close fight because like Incine was like he you marked spear dashes when he was at Church of Kali and then you ported back to first step, so he had a
Uh-huh.
head start on the fight, but
Yeah.
he had a bit worse RNG slash bit more skill issue. So
I see, I see.
so then you caught up later, and then he managed to clutch it out still. Would have been really devastating.
Yeah.
So, Vincent, did you know about the Spirit Dash play, like with the keepsake? Or
The Spirit Ash play I did is the only one that I knew.
okay, I see.
I assumed there was a different route that you could take, which is why it was so fast compared to me.
I was not fast with that square. Like, I honestly thought you would have
Compared to
that.
me.
Because I tried to fight Scion and I died.
Yeah, it's just you can start with the keepsake, so the
Yeah.
fine limit keepsake, so then you don't need to.
Yeah, but
You don't need to get raw dog down.
I'm surprised they're good enough.
You need to be a bit more like active in trying to block attacks and parry attacks.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's very it's consistent enough, and they mini stagger him a lot, so it's a very good strategy.
Are you allowed to use heal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't damage the boss, yes.
Okay.
Didn't think of that, but I believe we only had urgent heal on Confessor.
Yeah.
And that only heals yourself, not your allies, so
Okay.
no Spirit Ashes.
So I saw someone using it on their summon once, and I thought that was cool. So I guess they're just healing for fun.
You had me quite scared with that row 1.
Yeah.
Like I saw you mark 3 Sentinel, and after I saw you mark Death Ray Bird and Omen Killer, I was like, okay, he has the Omen Killer, so he's near one of the other 3 avatars. I need to threaten my column, my diagonal, so I get some breathing room here. And honestly, I was thinking if I see you mark anything while I'm doing moves, I will go for it on, and otherwise I won't. Like I was waiting for your input with
Yeah.
where I was gonna go for that Great Moon Restore now.
Yeah, very very well played.
How were your stats Incine? Like I was not having a good time with my vigor the whole match.
My stats were fine.
Like I'm at, let me see. I'm at 28 vigor with Source Seal right now. That's
I
where
think I'm
I
at
am.
38 vehicle soul seal.
I spent most of the match just doing stuff, trying to do it hitless, sort of hitless. I
Well
just
done.
almost all my plays didn't have any runes.
All right.
I'm gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, we'll take a 10 or 15-minute break, and we can start back up after that.
Sure.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Then I am going.
Sounds good here too.
Great. I'm going to stop recording this match. Then I will start recording the next match when we start the next match.
Right.
All right.
That makes sense.
Great. All right. I'll see you in a bit then.
Yes.